with our clients and our friends. We're all behaving like the prodigal son who does whatever they want, whenever they want to do it, in spite of the consequences. And we know in life, Joanna, there will be consequences. We are spending and spending and spending beyond our ability, our logic, and even from federal level threats against us that if we don't stop spending, we are going to have the wrath of the federal government come charging down on us. Got to change our behavior, and yet we don't. Case in point, prove it.
Well, number one, the St. Louis Fed Bullard expects 2 more rate hikes unless we all stop spending money.
And of course, higher rates of any kind spells difficult times for those in the service sector of the mortgage and real estate industries. Frankly, it stands to be devastating for all of us. I say, who cares? You should say who cares, and you should say who cares as well. See, you need to channel your inner Lieutenant Dan from the movie Forrest Gump, where he was facing the wrath while riding the crow's nest in a boat in the middle of a Gulf tempest.
But Lieutenant Dan, he was mad.
Listen, get mad, get motivated, and make more money.
We'd make millions of dollars.
According to Fed Chief Bullard, quote, I think we're going to have to grind higher with the policy rate in order to put enough downward pressure on inflation and to return inflation to target in a timely manner.
Now, I gotta tell you, I blame the Kardashianing of our culture. This looks like it's right out of the mid-1980s.
Greed is right. Greed works.
And we're all just playing this ridiculous game of let's get more stuff. If you think I'm wrong, well, does this describe you?
That's the whole meaning of life, isn't it? Trying to find a place for your stuff. That's all your house is. Your house is just a place for your stuff. If you didn't have so much stuff, you wouldn't need a house. You could just walk around all the time.
So as we continue to spend at a breakneck pace in spite of rates, inflation, lack of income, and underemployment, we keep spending. Why?
Because we can't control ourselves. I mean, here's a graph of debt since 1999. The green line represents our debt or the amount of stuff that we bought. Here's a map of the United States and our debt. The darker the green, the more you're in hawk. Connecticut, New Jersey, New York, and Rhode Island, they're the 4 biggest offenders. And here's a pie chart that shows 43% of everybody carries a credit card debt. Must be devastating for a 7-year-old. And in the last quarter on this pie chart of 2022, that 43% went up to 56%. 56% of everybody carrying debt. That's at the mercy of the Fed as we speak, who's now going to raise interest rates on your cards yet again because you keep using those cards. You do see the problem, the juxtaposition of the situation, don't you?
Americans' total credit card balance is $986 billion in the first quarter of 2023. That's according to the latest consumer debt data from the Federal Reserve Bank of New York. That's unchanged since the fourth quarter of 2022's record number, leaving the balance the highest since the New York Fed began tracking in 1999.
All right, so let's just put it in layman's terms. We've racked up $1 trillion in debt, and we've never done this before. That's pretty scary, yikes. So, let's see. Buy more stuff means more rate hikes, good or bad?
Bad.
Okay, that means people have less money, huh? Good or bad?
Bad.
Okay, you're financing all this stuff you don't need.
Terrible.
Now your income goes toward debt, not investment or your portfolio.
Terrible.
And we're doing more of this now than we ever have. So what should this be screaming at you as a realtor or lender, as a salesperson? After all, that's what you are first and foremost. In a good way, a salesperson. Your product might be money and real estate, but you're a salesperson at heart, or at least I hope you are. So what should this be screaming to you right now?
Get in front of people with timely, topical, and helpful information. The timing is perfect for running a budgeting, tightening your belt, finance boot camp style class.
That's right. And think about this. You would have to go get a bean counter, okay? Like an accountant, a realtor, a lender, a title person. There's a litany of people you can bring into this whole thing.
Financial planners.
A financial planner you can certainly bring into this as well. I would even go get one of those folks who help senior citizens because there's like a lot of seniors who are on fixed income. And then you would have to do this at a title office or an escrow office or a restaurant or a coffee shop or a brew pub. Now, just think, you're building out your sphere of influence, and all these people in these companies come with databases. Check, 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 check. Oh, I just got 10 small businesses together to speak to clients who need all of our services, and we're going to be talking about something that's affecting everybody in a way it's never done in the history of our country. If you're not doing this or thinking of this as a lender or a real estate agent, you are completely out of your mind. This is where you need to be.
Absolutely.
Totally. So, do me a favor, this Thursday, come check it out, 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Let's crowdsource this presentation. I'll put it together for you guys. You guys can all have it. So, I hope to see you. I've been thinking a lot about this. Do you know what loan officers and realtors really need to do in this market?
Work harder.
Yeah, actually work harder. I was going to say that we need to embrace the pain. Embrace the pain. Things are getting harder, they're not getting easier, but that's just relatively speaking because this creates its own unique opportunity. Right now, loan officers and realtors should say, oh my God, I have time right now because things have slowed down, and reimagine, reconsider, and rethink everything that we're doing. This is where you need to be because I trust this guy, trust me on this one. The champions of the next market are being made right now. We saw this in 2008. Frank and I sat down here and we just watched people blossom, companies blossom. And think about this, who is a large independently owned mortgage company that wasn't publicly traded that's still around today that was here in 2006? TikTok, answer, I can't think of one. I'm talking the big boys, the little ones got big. So we're reconsidering and reimagining here. I started doing presentations from the ground up again, reinvigorated. And I'm gonna be doing another one this Thursday in a couple of days at 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I implore you guys to come to this. Help me make these presentations better. This is going to be us working together, crowdsourcing. So that would be cool. All you have to do is fill out the information down below, and all questions, all information from you is welcome. Anything you glean from it is obviously just, icing on the cake. And when we're done with the presentation, you guys can all have it. Use it how you want to. Change it, fix it, white label it, I don't care. But man, we got to put our mind in the right direction. And I hope that this inspires you because I feel inspired in this market, don't you? I mean, it's an opportunity. Embrace the pain, baby. Hey, musical chairs in the mortgage and real estate industry means that you guys oftentimes have different emails. We need to get those so we can keep bringing you our show. So do us a favor.
Like, share, and subscribe our content. It really helps us out.